What's up, everybody? How you feeling? Today we're going to talk about how to grow your church in 2025. What I want to do is I want to show you some statistics about online growth. We got here, it says growing your church in 2025, opening your digital front door. Did you know most people will visit your church online before they ever step foot in your building? That means your first impression doesn't happen in the lobby. It happens on Google, on your website, and even on your blog. So let's explore how to grow your church in 2025 by opening up your digital front door the right way. Let's go. All right, so what I want to do is I want to show you a few slides that I have here, and we're going to get into each one. Let me see if I can load them up for you here. 1 second. Okay, number one. We're going to go ahead and look at our first slide here. The digital reality of modern ministry, where faith journey begins today. In today's connected world, spiritual seekers don't start their journey by walking through church doors. They begin with a simple search on their smartphone, looking for hope, community, and connection in their local area. This fundamental shift means that your church's digital presence isn't just a nice thing to have or isn't just nice to have, it's your primary evangelism tool. Every click, every page, every view, every search result is an opportunity to welcome someone into God's family. Did you know that 85% of research is online first? And within 3 seconds, they decide. So 85% of visitors who reach churches before attending search online first. 85%. And average time visitors spend evaluating your homepage is 3 seconds. Okay? Why first impressions matter online. Think about this. When someone in your city is searching for hope, community, or even just a nearby church, the first thing they do is pull out their phone. Pull out the phone, right? And we're going to do some searching. If your online presence looks outdated or hard to find, they may never make it to your Sunday service. So number one, the search begins. Someone feels a spiritual need or curiosity and reaches for their phone to search for local churches or spiritual guidance. Number two, first digital contact, your website, Google listing, or social media becomes their first interaction with your church community. Number three, the critical decision. Within seconds, they decide whether your church feels welcoming, relevant, and worth visiting in person. Number four, next steps taken. A positive first impression leads to visiting your service, while a poor one means they continue searching elsewhere. Your first impression happens online, and in 2025, that impression is everything. It's your opportunity to extend the same warmth and welcome digitally that you would in person. That's powerful. Your website, the digital lobby. Your church website is your digital lobby. It's where people decide if they'll step in or they'll stop scrolling. A clear website with service times, directions, and a welcoming message tells visitors we're ready for you. Now you want to make sure that your website has essential information, service times and locations, clear directions and parking info. That's a pretty good one. I like the parking info. Contact information, what to expect on your first visit. You want a welcoming design, clean, modern layout, high quality photos of your community, easy navigation, friendly, authentic messaging. And you want to make sure that your website is mobile optimized, okay? Optimized for mobile phones. That means fast loading on smartphones, easy to read text and buttons, simple contact and directions, streamlined navigation. All right, let's go to the next one. Keep it simple, keep it focused. You want your website to be simple and focused. The power of simplicity. Don't overcomplicate your website. Keep it clean, mobile friendly, and focused on helping people take their next step, whether that's visiting, watching online, or connecting with a ministry. You want clear call to actions. Make it obvious what you want visitors to do next with prominent buttons for plan your visit or watch online. Reduce friction. Remove any barriers that might prevent someone from taking their next step towards your church community, and focus on connection. Every element should help visitors feel welcomed and guide them toward meaningful engagement with your church. Here's a pro tip. You can test your website on smartphones regularly, okay? If you can't easily find service times and directions in under 30 seconds, Neither can your visitors. Here's the secret sauce, family. Here's the secret sauce. Church blogging. Keep your website alive with fresh content. Here's the secret sauce. A blog, that's right, a blog. A blog keeps your church website alive and helps you connect with your community in meaningful ways between Sundays. Okay? You want fresh content. Every time you share a sermon recap, devotional thought, or community event highlight, you're putting fresh content online that Google can index and people can discover. That's powerful right there. That's powerful. Search visibility. More content means more chances for people searching questions like, how do I grow in faith? Or church near me, to find your ministry online. Authentic connection. A blog doesn't have to be long or fancy, just consistent and from the heart. Share your pastor's insights, member testimonies, community celebrations. You could even post the sermon of your pastor. You could ask them for his or her notes, and you could post it as a blog on a weekly basis, because usually every Sunday there's a preaching, right? So you can ask the guest speaker or whoever preached that Sunday to give you their notes and post it as a blog. Here's some blog content ideas that connect. Number one, sermon recaps and reflections. You could summarize key points from Sunday's messages and discussion questions for deeper reflection throughout the week. Number two, community spotlights. Feature church members, volunteers, or local community partnerships to show the real faces and stories of your congregation. Number three, seasonal devotionals. Share timely spiritual insights that connect faith with current events, holidays, or seasons of life that your community is experiencing. And number four, behind the scenes. Give people a glimpse into your church. Yeah, give them a glimpse into your church life. Preparation for special events, ministry team meetings, or the heart behind your church's mission. That's powerful. Prayer night, evangelism, rallies. Okay, remember, consistency beats perfection. A simple, heartfelt post polished regularly will serve your community better than elaborate content published sporadically. All right, fam, here's another thing that you can do is your Google My Business. That's your digital address. You can be found when it matters most. Google My Business is literally how people find your front door. When someone types in church near me, Google pulls up a map listing. If your church isn't verified or doesn't have an up-to-date info, you could be invisible to seekers in your own neighborhood. So what first thing you want to do is claim your profile. Verify your church's Google My Business listing to ensure you control how your information appears in search results. Complete your information, add service times, contact details, website link, and accurate directions to help visitors find you easily. Add quality photos, upload welcoming images of your building, worship services, and community events to give people a preview of your church. Encourage reviews. Positive reviews from your congregation can help build trust with potential visitors and improve your local search ranking. There's a few ideas on how you could do that. You could create a QR code that links to your Google My Business. After service, you can say if you enjoyed yourself, go ahead and scan the QR code on the screen and leave us a review. Or when you meet with your first timers after service, you could have it on your welcome card and say, hey, can you please leave us a review? On the card that they fill out and turn into you. But before they turn it in, they can scan the QR code and leave a review. That's powerful. All right, let's go to the next thing, your digital ministry strategy. By claiming your Google My Business profile, adding service times, photos, and collecting reviews, you're telling your city, hey, we're here and we can't wait to meet you. You want a clear website, your digital lobby that welcomes visitors and provides essential information in a clean, mobile-friendly format. You want a fresh blog, consistent content that keeps your site active, improves search visibility, and connects with your community. And number three, you want to claim your Google My Business, your verified local presence that helps seekers find your church when they're ready to take their next step. The mission hasn't changed. We're still called to reach people, but the method has to match the moment. Ooh, that's good. And in 2025, the moment is digital. All right, family. So build bridges in the digital age. Your call to action. Here's the bottom line. If you invest in these three things, a clear website, a fresh blog, and a strong Google My Business profile, you're not just building a church online, you're building a bridge for people to walk through your doors. You meet people where they are, you build digital bridges, you grow your impact. So let's go, pastors and church leaders. Open that digital front door and meet people where they are online. God bless. All right. So I think that's going to be pretty much it, family. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and drop them in the comment section. If this video has given you any value, don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe. And let me just emphasize this. If you want to join me for my live masterclass, you can register today. I'll put a link in the description. And in this masterclass, I teach churches how to boost their online presence and make an impact online. And you can ask questions live, okay? So if you want to join that masterclass, go ahead and click the link in the description. Also, let me just emphasize this. If you don't have a blog for your church website, start one today. And you say, well, what do I blog about? I just give you some content ideas right here. But the one that you can do consistently is preaching. So you ask your pastor or whoever preached that Sunday, and if you have more than one service a week, now you got more than one blog a week. You just simply take their notes and post it up as a blog. If you want to add anything else to it, like some sermon points or highlights, even a video, maybe you did a YouTube video, maybe you broadcasted it live, you can embed that video in the sermon. You want to do some highlights, whatever you want to do. But if you get your pastor's sermon, that should give you at least one blog a week. Now, you might have a special guest one week. You could even ask the special guest, do you mind if I take your notes and post it as a blog? So there you go. All right, family. Like I said, if you got any questions, drop them in the comments section. It's your boy, Pastor Dre. God bless.